Smoke damage restoration is the process of removing smoke residue and restoring a property to its pre-fire condition after a fire. Smoke damage can be caused by a variety of sources, including the burning of wood, plastics, and other materials. Smoke damage restoration is necessary because smoke residue can penetrate deep into building materials and furniture, causing discoloration, odor, and damage to the structure. In addition, smoke residue can be hazardous to human health, making it necessary to remove as much of it as possible. What are the most common sources of smoke damage in homes and businesses? The most common sources of smoke damage in homes and businesses are fires caused by cooking accidents, electrical faults, heating equipment malfunctions, and smoking. Other sources of smoke damage can include wildfires, arson, and explosions. How can smoke damage affect indoor air quality and the health of occupants? Smoke damage can affect indoor air quality and the health of occupants by releasing harmful particles and chemicals into the air. The smoke residue can penetrate deeply into porous materials like carpets, walls, and upholstery, and release volatile organic compounds and other harmful chemicals into the air. The fine particles in smoke can also trigger respiratory issues, such as asthma, and can be particularly dangerous to those with pre-existing health conditions. What are some of the health hazards associated with exposure to smoke and soot? Exposure to smoke and soot can cause a range of health issues, including respiratory problems, eye irritation, headaches, and nausea. Prolonged exposure to smoke can lead to more serious health issues such as lung cancer and heart disease. Smoke and soot can also exacerbate pre-existing conditions such as asthma and other respiratory illnesses. How do smoke damage restoration professionals evaluate the extent of smoke damage in a building? Smoke damage restoration professionals like superdutyrestoration.com professionals evaluate the extent of smoke damage in a building by performing a visual inspection and using specialized equipment to detect the presence of smoke residue. They may also perform air quality tests to determine the extent of smoke and soot contamination. What are the steps involved in the smoke damage restoration process? The smoke damage restoration process typically involves a range of steps, including cleaning and decontamination of surfaces, removal of smoke odor, and restoration of the affected area to its pre-fire condition. The specific steps involved in the restoration process will depend on the extent of the damage and the type of materials affected. Can smoke damage restoration be done by homeowners, or is it best left to professionals? While homeowners can attempt to clean up smoke damage themselves, it is generally best left to professionals like superdutyrestoration.com professionals who have the experience, equipment, and expertise to properly restore a property. Smoke damage restoration professionals have the knowledge and tools to remove the smoke residue and restore the property to its pre-fire condition. What types of equipment are used in smoke damage restoration, and how do they work? Smoke damage restoration professionals like superdutyrestoration.com professionals use a range of specialized equipment, including air scrubbers, HEPA vacuums, and ozone generators. These tools work by removing smoke residue from the air and surfaces, neutralizing smoke odor, and restoring the air quality in the affected area. How long does smoke damage restoration typically take, and how much does it cost? The length of time and cost of smoke damage restoration can vary depending on the extent of the damage and the size of the affected area. The cost of restoration may be covered by insurance, but homeowners should consult their insurance company for specific details. In general, smoke damage restoration can take anywhere from a few days to several weeks, depending on the extent of the damage. How can smoke damage restoration professionals help prevent future smoke damage? Smoke damage restoration professionals like superdutyrestoration.com professionals can help prevent future smoke damage by identifying and addressing the root causes of the fire, such as faulty electrical wiring, improper storage of flammable materials, or cooking accidents. They can also educate homeowners and business owners on fire safety best practices and provide recommendations for preventative measures. What are some of the potential long-term effects of smoke damage on a building? The long-term effects of smoke damage on a building can include discoloration, deterioration of building materials, and lingering smoke odor. Smoke residue can penetrate deep into porous materials, making it difficult to remove completely, which can lead to ongoing odor issues and potential health hazards. Can smoke damage restoration be done in a way that is environmentally friendly and sustainable? Yes, smoke damage restoration can be done in an environmentally friendly and sustainable way. Restoration professionals like superdutyrestoration.com professionals can use eco-friendly and non-toxic cleaning products, and employ methods like steam cleaning and high-pressure water washing to minimize the use of chemicals. Additionally, they can work to recycle and repurpose materials from the affected area. What are some of the best practices for preventing smoke damage in homes and businesses? Some of the best practices for preventing smoke damage in homes and businesses include installing smoke detectors, maintaining electrical equipment and appliances, avoiding smoking indoors, properly storing flammable materials, and keeping a fire extinguisher on hand. It is also important to have a fire safety plan in place and to educate family members or employees on fire safety protocols. How can smoke damage restoration professionals work with insurance companies to help cover the costs of restoration? Smoke damage restoration professionals like superdutyrestoration.com professionals can work with insurance companies to help cover the costs of restoration by providing detailed estimates of the damages and restoration work needed, and by communicating with insurance adjusters throughout the restoration process. Additionally, they can work with the insurance company to document the restoration work and provide the necessary paperwork to support the claim.